Did you know that even though there are tens of thousands of words in the English language, you really only need about 3,000 of them to say anything you need to say? I'm teaching 3,000 words in 3,000 days. Stick with me and you'll get a new word every day. Have you ever opened one of these boxes? You get the box and we call them jack in the boxes. We kind of do a little crank. We say round and round the cobbler's bench, the monkey chased the weasel, right? You know that box. And when you hit a certain spot, the box pops open suddenly and you don't know when it's going to happen. And it kind of gives you, whoa, a little bit of a fright. It's suddenly means that it happens unexpectedly all at once. Another synonym for suddenly besides all at once might be abruptly, unexpectedly, instantly, quickly, all of a sudden, suddenly. Suddenly, the sky darkened and the power went out. So when I use the adverb at the beginning of a sentence, I am setting the stage for what I'm going to say. Suddenly, the sky darkened and the power went out. This emphasizes that something's happening without warning. It's abrupt. The room fell suddenly silent after the announcement, where this is where suddenly modifies the adjective, suddenly silent. So adverbs, if I put the adverb in front of fell, the room suddenly fell silent, I'm modifying the verb. If I put the adverb before the adjective, I'm modifying the adjective. The room fell suddenly silent after the announcement. Okay, so I'm emphasizing that the silence was like this happened abruptly. It's not a big difference in meaning if I say the room suddenly fell silent, or the room fell suddenly silent. There's not a big difference in meaning there. So if you make a mistake here or you're not sure what to do, that's okay. You want the word suddenly, and if you're using it as an adverb with a verb, you put it before the verb. If you're using it as to modify the adjective, you put it before the adjective. But that can get complicated. It's not a big mistake if you make that one mistake. I suddenly realized I had left my keys on the table. This shows I suddenly realized. Have you ever walked into a room and you forget why you went there? And then you see your keys and you're like, oh yeah, that's what I'm doing. I suddenly realize. She suddenly burst into laughter. This burst is like an explosion. Ha! Right? That's a burst. If you suddenly burst into laughter, then it means that there's no buildup. You don't expect it to happen. It's just I'm laughing now. All of a sudden, you didn't expect it to burst into laughter. So suddenly pairs with burst because burst is an explosion. It's usually something you don't expect. What began as a calm meeting suddenly took a turn for the worse. This highlights the connotation of it being unexpected, an unexpected change. So here we've got two parts. We've got this part where it's calm, and then we've got a turn for the worse. And it happened suddenly. How did it happen? Remember, adverbs answer how. Suddenly. The opposite of suddenly might be slowly or gradually. The sun doesn't come up suddenly. It comes up gradually. The noun is sudden. There's no verb with sudden. The adjective is sudden. When we say all of a sudden, then we're using it as a noun. So I think we would only use sudden in this whole phrase. Sudden is the adjective, and then suddenly is the adverb. Suddenly. I really hope that you enjoyed this word. Use it 5 times today, write it down, commit it to memory, and I'll see you in the next lesson.